Puffy Taco is an icon in San Antonio.
A Puffy Taco is a corn tortilla that kind of gets puffed up, fried.
A Puffy Taco should be slightly crispy, a little bit flaky. I mean, you can actually pop the balloon.
It's like a canoe, but crispy.
Eating a Puffy Taco is like something from heaven. My mouth is watering right now just thinking about it.
The creation of the Puffy Taco actually happened by accident. It was the grandmother of Ray and Arturo Lopez, which is a very business-oriented woman, ran a shop out of their home with their 10 kids. One night while making homemade corn tortillas with a wooden press and a wooden spatula, dropped the spatula in the middle of the corn tortilla and it just started to form and puff around, and thus the creation. It was kind of a, oh wow, and it was Ray himself that took the idea and ran with it.
I grew up in the area, so I've been around probably here at Ray's on and off since I was about 15 years old.
Ray started in November 5th, 1956, and when he started selling this new creation, he called it the Crispy Taco, not the Puffy Taco. So everything did begin with Raymond Lopez, but it was Arturo Lopez that created the term Puffy Taco and gave permission to his younger brother Henry to open Henry's Puffy Taco right up the road.
My father was one of Ray's first employees. My father opened up on May 5th, 1978, and my Uncle Arthur opened up May 5th, 1977. So the brothers were very competitive, but they were best friends. So they fed off of one another. Back in the 70s and 80s, really nobody really knew much about Puffy Tacos. My dad was fortunate enough to have St. Mary's University nearby. A lot of the professors would come by and eat at the restaurant. And it just started growing little by little.
I've been coming here since high school. I've patroned this restaurant for almost 35 years.
You got crunch with lots of flavor. It's not very greasy, so it's awesome. It's a light, flavorful bite.
It is a fresh homemade corn that we mix daily. And it is similar to what you would do when you make like a tamale.
What makes them so delicious is that they're made fresh. It's fresh pressed masa, freshly dropped into the oil, and created to order. We have a carne guisada, which is a typical San Antonio Tex-Mex flavor. Then we have the picadillo puffy, which is one of our originals. The shredded chicken, which is a fan favorite. We have an avocado, fried fish, grilled shrimp, and my personal favorite is the avocado Puffy Taco.
This food here makes you want to lick your eyebrows. It's some good food, man.
I think that it really kicked off probably around 1988, 1989 with the invention or the creation of our Puffy Taco mascot. I approached the San Antonio Missions and the missions wanted us to do a burrito. I said, no, we can't do a burrito. We're gonna do our specialty, which is a Puffy Taco. And we're gonna name this mascot Henry the Puffy Taco.
He runs around the San Antonio Mission field and he's fun to watch, especially when the kids jump on him and trample on him.
But that started giving us San Antonio recognition, national recognition, and from there things really started picking up. We've been nationally recognized in the New York Times, the Oprah Winfrey magazine.
Man vs. Food, Taco Chronicles on Netflix, many of our local stations and segments.
If you go around San Antonio, just about every Tex-Mex restaurant in town has a Puffy Taco.
So back in 1972, my mother asked my father to buy her this small little restaurant. My mother was a great cook, and my father adored my mother, so he bought her this little restaurant. And the lady that my mother bought the restaurant from, or my parents purchased the restaurant from, she taught my mother how to make puffy tacos.
It's delicious. They're one of a kind.
Right here on this deck, many years ago, we had a Puffy Taco Throwdown with Bobby Flay. It opened up so many doors for us. We had visitors from all over the world coming in to try this Puffy Taco. But a few years after that, we get this phone call, and I really thought it was my husband's best friend playing a joke on me because he said he was the Assistant Deputy Social Secretary from the White House wanting to know if I would come and cook Puffy Tacos at the congressional picnic that year. And we went, and we made lots and lots and lots and lots of Puffy Tacos. About 20 minutes later, Mrs. Obama walks in and says how much they enjoyed the Puffy Tacos. And then about 20 minutes later, after that, the president came in and Puffy chicken tacos, those were delicious. For San Antonians who grew up here, it's a part of our culture. And people, you say Puffy Taco, they know exactly what you're talking about.
You have to try at least one Puffy Taco.
It's a staple that my parents introduced me to, and I'm now sharing with my kids and hopefully one day my grandkids.
It's really awesome. Simple food, but oh so loved.